I suggest to really get into the norm that we have regular Zoom meetings, so that we'll save each other a lot of discussion, so to speak, between parties. So it's all about getting live on Zooms and do your questioning and answers there, and we can explain it again and again and again and again, so that we don't need to text, we don't need to have the discussions between two or three people that need to be translated again. That's all gossiping. That's how chicken do it. Eagles fly on Zoom meetings, make decisions, and get people on Zoom meetings, strange people, new people, people with money, people without money, in order to make recordings, in order to get money in. It doesn't all have to come from Ansgar. And yes, we have 100 times told anyone that we need at least 5 grand a week for the first 3 weeks each, in order to pay attention and to do it properly. So don't let that be a surprise. That has been approved, that has been told, that has been said 1,000 times. But don't worry, it doesn't need to come from one person. We have tens of maybe hundreds of people now already that are willing to fund this. And we just need our fees to get it started, to pay for our bills, to pay attention. And that's for our time. That's not even for the tickets or the hotels or the subcontracting if it comes to building stuff. This is just our time. Antoine's time, Edwin's time, my time is 5 grand a week based on $75 half an hour. That has been calculated, has been suggested. Let it be very clear. And if we have the money ourselves, that we don't need to charge that in order to pay attention to this project, we don't need it anymore. I certainly am willing to let that fee go away if I have the money myself. So that's the situation. But I do strongly suggest that whenever there's a discussion between each individual party or whatever, come on Zoom. That's how we do it. Billionaires come on Zoom. They go to the boardroom meeting if there's a problem. Do not have those discussions and questions and all kinds of chicken shit. This is not how we do it. Come on Zoom live if you have questions. Not everyone needs to be present. I'm pretty well available all the time. So if there's any questions, centralize them. Come to the boardroom. The boardroom is the Zoom meeting. Let's answer that. Let's answer the questions live with everyone present. Record it, and also make sure that the main focus at this moment is funding. Full stop. The project is ready to be rolled out, to be made, to create. It's been ready for 10 years. It's only funding. Let's get the fucking money in. Just to make you feel comfortable, we just, in a couple of months, got $60 million together for another project that we are launching. So it's all about fundraising. I mean, the other project that we, together with our network, we literally created $60 million for now that the development teams can build that what we say. So that's another project. So we need to get money in. We need to build this with other people's money. And I really don't care if it's Ansgar's money or my money or the people that are willing. People now have an opportunity to fund this project, whether they pay in $100, $1,000, or $100,000 or $1 million, to triple their money, triple their freaking money, which is worthless in the bank. So dollars, euros are able to be spent to this project, in this project, being tripled with our own tokens. Where can you find an opportunity like this? Real estate backed tokens. That's what we are doing. No one ever had the guts to do that. We should be easily getting $400 million in order to fund this project and build it. We just proved it again with another project, $60 million, I think from of December. And the tech teams are building it. That's how it goes. We're into fundraising, we're into networking, fundraising, money, changing them into tokens that are worth gazillions of dollars in the near future. We're really evolutionizing the entire economy. Let's stop this crazy little chicken bullshit. Get people on the Zoom. I'll close them. I'll make sure that they'll put their money in so that they'll be helped. Okay, we help people with changing, transforming their worthless dollars and euros into tokens backed with real estate. This is crazy. It's worth gazillions. Love you. And P.S. that $60 million that was collected from our network friends, all those people are ready to pay in here as well, because they will make a lot of money in the near future. That's a matter of weeks. So just take that as a positive note as well. Okay, our span worldwide, our network is so huge that if we have a little presentation or just one step further, and even now, we'll get all these people in as well. And this is just the beginning, okay? Just the beginning. You'll be amazed before we're halfway through, I promise. Talk soon. Let me just give you a clear picture. The entire platform and movement OZON8 is not only able to tokenize real estate, it is able to tokenize any value in the world. And that's approximately $460 trillion worth. So, just to paint a picture, we've given you, Ansgar, Kirsten, Mika, Edwin, an example of what we can do with property on the islands that you have property. But just imagine that that's for private individuals as well, that they're able to tokenize their private paid off house. Can you imagine that private sector? That derivative, that new tokenized derivative, will literally close down all the big banks with all their false derivatives, okay? The big picture is that the central bank digital currencies created by the central banks, the governments, are totally tricking people into calling back loans again in order to take back property that they resell via crypto, via their central bank digital currency scam. That's what we're doing. We're giving homeowners, property developers, gold owners, whoever, the opportunity to tokenize their value, which will be worthless. In November this year, the central bank digital currencies will be rolled out. So keep the big picture in mind. This is not about one property of $32 million or $2 billion worth of property of one property developer. This is about tokenizing the entire value of the world. Billions, trillions of dollars. Thank you. And just wait until we sit in several banks that I know are now hybrid. You have hybrid banks, which means that they deliver Bitcoin as well as fiat money. And we'll walk in with property that is paid and we'll say, please give a loan on that property. Give us money for that property. We use that money to buy Bitcoin. And now we have Bitcoin-backed property, not oil dollar worthless petrodollar-backed property. We have Bitcoin-backed property. Now the Bitcoin is going sky high the next 3 years, 4 years. So just imagine that we soon, pretty soon, will sit in these hybrid banks boardrooms offering them real estate for money, for loans. And those loans we use in order to purchase Bitcoin, allow them to hold the Bitcoin, stake the Bitcoin, whatever. And they'll be our backers, like literally they'll be our backers. They know what's coming. They know the tricks, okay? So just imagine that. I thought I'd just throw it in. Then another scenario. We have our own development team. This is a little secret development team of really capable programmers and even some cryptographers and designers. But we're building robots right now, and I perhaps say something that I shouldn't say, and I will give Antoine the opportunity and the honor to involve you in that as well. But we're building robots ourselves now that can literally create value out of thin air. And more on that later. You are in the inner circle, okay? So please, and I say that with all respect, do not think you being unscarred, whoever, that it depends on you. It doesn't. Literally, we would love to take your money or anyone's money in order to build this project. But we're all in this together. It is a true decentralized autonomous organization. Sure, I'm the founder and I'm the idea man and I'm the one that has created this thing. But we're all co-founders. We're all part of this, okay? No matter how much money you bring in, you're all the same. The more money you bring in, the more voting rights you have. That's it. Tokens and money has always been voting rights. And you will get voting rights the moment you put in money that will be turned into tokens that has NFTs and voting rights with it. Lifetime opportunity. And please use all my messages, videos, or whatever you get to send them to other people. You do not even have to talk to them. Just use 3 sentences like, I'm just curious if you're open to make a shitload of money with AI and with tokens. And then you say, I just discovered that it's possible. And then you say, would it be okay to see the video, come on a Zoom, or see this message, or listen to this voicemail? And you don't even have to do the recruiting. Just send my messages, bring them on Zoom, send videos, just give the material that is already there. And you'll see that the material and the promotion and the inspiration stuff is growing and growing and growing as we speak. This message is already a piece of content that you're able to use to send to other people, or translate it, or do whatever you want to. Just send it, just click forward, send it to your entire telephone list, to your entire WhatsApp list, to your entire LinkedIn communities. That's how you do it. Use the duplication stuff that I create. Use the recordings, the voice messages, the videos, and the recorded Zoom meetings in a little while to do the recruiting for you. And we'll build a funnel that will automatically inspire people, inform people, and get their money in order to give them the opportunity to change from fiat into real estate-backed, Bitcoin-backed tokenization. It's huge. Every hour that you spend on this project and every money that is being spent on this project, I'll keep a very, very close eye on that, and I literally keep that in mind to remunerate, to reward you with 3 times the amount of money or time that you spent on this project. That's including the hotel meetings and the telephone calls and the 1.5 year negotiations and inspiration, etc., etc. Everything that you do for OZON8 and all the tokens and all the coins and all the tools that we're building will be rewarded 3 times. That's my personal promise to you. Keep that in mind, please. You're not working for nothing. We're working on one of the world's biggest projects ever.